Yo, it's Meech. You now watching Smooth Lies. You think about doing anything when it comes to the entrepreneur world. You gotta have that conversation with yourself, like, hey, yo, there's a possibility that I will fail. Am I okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
And once you come to that conclusion, then it's like the sky's the limit because you know, like, yeah, it's a possibility I could fail, but hey, I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I'm gonna keep going. So I always just say, like, yo, figure out what you want to do when it comes to this type of lifestyle and just go for it. That's the hardest thing. Starting is the hardest thing.
Yeah.
It's like, because a lot of people be scared. And I understand. It's very scary. It's very scary.
What's good, everybody? My name's Jamal. Y'all know me. And welcome to Smooth Lies.
And it's your boy Meech.
As you all see, we got Meech Carr in the building.
Man, yeah.
First time on Smooth Lies.
For sure.
While you guys are listening, make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, where we drop content every week.
Man.
Meech. We got actually two Meeches, so we just
Yeah.
and we're gonna call you Demetrius today.
Government.
So there's no confusion. We're gonna give the guests some respect.
That's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
How's your mental health, man? How's your mental health?
Ooh. It's dang, that's a deep question.
Man, right off the bat.
Yeah,
He hit you with the
I say it's as good as it can be when you're a young black entrepreneur in this world right now. You know, it's always ups and downs, but right now, it's definitely on a high level right now, for sure.
Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. My mental health, it's good. It's good. It's had a good week. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
I've been
Demetrius?
smooth, man. I definitely been smooth. It's been a good week. Got some things coming up next week.
Mm-hmm.
Projects in the happening. So you always can't complain when you got work going on. So
Absolutely. Way to stay busy.
yeah, for sure.
Steph, how you doing now?
I thought nobody was going to ask
Man,
me.
behind the camera.
I thought it was I am my brother's keeper, man. But nah, I've been good, just, working. Other than that, I really can't complain, honestly.
Yeah.
Now, Meech, man, what is it that you do for a living, man? Tell the people what you got going on.
I'm an artist. I customize shoes and do canvas paintings, and
Okay.
I also screen print T-shirts and stuff like that too.
Dang, dope.
Yeah.
What got you into it?
All right. So basically, I played college ball, and being a college athlete, it's you can't work, so you broke.
Yeah.
So one winter break, I was sitting in my dorm broke because the basketball team, we can't go home for a winter break. So while everybody is gone for a month, we just on campus. So I'm just sitting there trying to think like, yo, what can I do to get some extra money? So then I just thought about shoes because I love shoes and I don't like wearing shoes that everybody has. So like, yo, let me just try to do some custom work. So then I studied custom work videos on YouTube from that December till May, like all day, every day. And then I got my first paint kit in June 2017. And ever since then, that's all I've been doing. Like, I didn't even know I could paint or draw.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to
That's
ask. So you just put the work in
Yeah.
pretty much. So was there any time when you was a child that
No.
you picked up anything? Nothing?
When I was a child, I like to build a lot of things. So
Okay.
like, I wanted to be an architect. If you would ask me back then. So, architect or pilot.
And a lot of black pilots out here. I tell you.
Yeah,
Man.
nah, there was a teacher when I was in third grade. It's crazy. I always remember this too, cause he was a black guy, and he was a pilot. He was a former Air Force pilot. So I told him like I want to be a pilot one day. He's like, yeah, no, that's good, but you gotta have 20/20 vision. I said, oh, it's a wrap. I got contacts in now. I'm like, yeah, it's slow. All right, we good.
That is a dream killer. I tell you.
Yeah.
It happened in 3rd grade. I still remember. For real, killed
Right
my
off the
dreams.
bat.
For sure.
Man,
Yeah, but
that's
yeah,
sad.
that's how that started though.
That's worse than hoop dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yo,
that's worse than telling somebody like, okay, well, what else? I want to
You
be. I
feel
want to
me?
be a ball player. Well, what
Yeah.
else? Like, damn.
you just staring at him.
I'm like, yo, this a black dude. He done
Yeah.
flew planes. I'm trying to be like him.
Was he still your favorite teacher after that?
See, the thing is, he was a substitute teacher.
Ah,
That's
that's
the
even
thing.
worse, bro. That
So
was
I
a
saw-
gut punch.
Saw him one day, never seen him again. I still remember that conversation.
Man,
For
he
sure.
held on to that forever. you waiting on him to come back.
What?
So, as you all see, individual Meech has brought us some of his work. I want him to talk about, as far as like what the inspiration was when it went into to these type of sneakers.
So these first ones, the Louis Vuittons, is
Man, go and grab your shit. man.
Yeah, I
Grab your
thought you was
shit.
gonna grab it
You know
and,
what I
and
mean?
swirl
Nah,
it
nah,
around.
nah,
You
nah, man.
show it off,
No,
man.
so
This
this-
is for you.
So these right here, this is Virgil, and he was like creative wise, I was inspired by him a lot.
Mhm.
So like when he passed away, I felt that
Mm.
deeply. So I went and caught some kicks and I did these in all one night. I stayed up to about like 7 in the morning till I got done with these and came out with these. And the thing about these is I'm terrified to do portraits. So like I done did my first portrait was when Kobe died. I was hooping, and then we found out Kobe died. So then after the game, I went and got some Vans and did first portrait. And I was like, "Oh, what the hell? I ain't even know I could do this."
Mhm.
So then, like, I guess it's crazy because I guess it's like with pain, it's like I do a lot of my best work when I'm like going through it. So like I was crying making these real stuff. So yeah, so these really meant something to me for sure. And then them right there,
Go ahead.
you know how you know how everybody been wearing them red boots.
The red.
See them Astro boots. So I got tired of seeing those. So I was like, you know what? Let me do some Astro Boy shoes. Just cause that's the trend right now. Nah, I'm gonna do these. And these actually used to be the Ben & Jerry's.
Yes.
So 2020, I wasn't trying to pay $1,500 for them. So I ended up putting them on these Jordan 1s.
Wow.
And them things blew up. I wasn't expecting that. I want to say from like September to December, I did like 35 pairs on Jordan 1s and on Forces. And this guy, I was like, yo, I ain't trying to do all these. Like, I ain't getting it to do the same shoe over and over again.
Okay.
But yeah, so these, I just did these probably like 2 weeks ago. So, but yeah, that's the thing with these ones. Love them too. The
Those
colorway
got
on
those
those.
laces too as well.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen that really with the laces.
Yeah, that's like one of the hottest things right now in the custom world is them rope laces.
Rope laces.
Okay.
Yeah, like a lot of people like them. And the thing about it is, that's really just a rope.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Literally. Like, it ain't no lace, nothing. It's a rope. You just buy a whole rope and measure it and cut it out and drill holes into the shoe.
Now, for you, like, what goes in to the preparation of designing a sneaker, especially when you're doing this on your own? It's not like you have the help like a Nike or an Adidas. You're your own creative team. So, what goes into preparation?
So, first when I get an order, I usually let them know that, yo, just give me a theme,
Mhm.
and then I'll freestyle off the theme. Because now I done got to the point where people trust my work enough to where it's like, oh, I don't have to just tell him exactly what I want. I can
Okay.
just give him a theme, and then he can freestyle off of that. So once we do that, then once we come up with the theme, so like say it's Dragon Ball Z theme.
Mhm.
I'll start watching Dragon Ball Z shows to just get my creative juices flowing and get into that mode with what I'm about to do, and then I'll get ideas from the movies or from the episodes, and then after that I'll just start looking up other people who did custom work with Dragon Ball Z cleats or something like that, and take inspiration from that, and then just put that all together, and then we go and get rolling.
That's what's up.
So, excuse me, sorry. Going off of that, like, you're really doing your homework in this. So when
Yeah.
you go back, just in your example with the Dragon Ball Z,
Mhm.
and you're looking at other people's customized shoes, are
Mhm.
you doing it to make sure you don't mimic the same shoe, or are you doing it just to see, such as what you said, with you starting, you're
Mhm.
studying?
Yeah, so it's pretty much just like getting inspiration. So put it like this. So like like when rappers, right?
Mhm.
They listen to a lot of other rappers, and then sometimes they may take a verse or a line from another rapper, and then they'll flip it into their own because they got inspiration from them.
Okay.
That's pretty much what I'll be doing for real. For real.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope. So
Because
it's,
if you just thinking, like, I got so many ideas, so it's like it'll you could get a headache from just trying to come up with one idea for one shoe.
yeah.
Facts.
Yeah,
So I've
yeah.
been trying to, let's see, let me see it real
Yeah,
quick
makes
on the
sense.
shoe first. Yeah.
How long have you been customizing sneakers?
Since 2017,
2017.
and I say I really started taking it serious 2019.
So around 2019, was that when you started to take orders?
No, I started taking orders, fall of 2017,
Okay.
but it wasn't much. Like I was pretty much just like, hey, yo, fam, you got some shoes you want done? Bam, I'll do them for you. Shoot, $40.
Just really getting your money
Yeah,
back.
just, and it really not even doing that. Just trying to get it out there. Like, shoot, I was doing shoes for free a lot back then,
Yeah.
or like I'll do a lot of my shoes. But
Mhm.
2019, when I say 2019, is because like that's when I really was like, oh, yo, I could really do this and like
Really do this shit, yeah.
really like work for myself and do this. So that's when I really started taking it serious. 2019. Yeah.
So, and that's real important. Like what you touched on as far as having the faith within yourself, because a lot of people will,
Yeah.
say that they want to do something, but it's so short lived because they don't have the faith in it.
Mhm.
A lot of people in today's society, we think that success is going to happen overnight.
Mm-hmm.
You said you started at 2017, really started taking it serious in 2019. So it took you 2 years of just growing, going through the growing pains, being shitty at a moment,
Took.
being dope at a moment,
Mhm.
being shitty at a moment again, then going to be dope. Like I understand it,
roller
man.
coaster.
Still.
And then also understanding that a lot of times it's not always about the money.
Mhm.
You have to, if it is something that you want to do where you're going to be of service, you have to do the shit for free.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people don't really get that. They don't understand, like, damn, like I don't get paid for this time.
Mhm.
Man.
We live in this society, this era of I have to get paid for my time, know your worth and stuff. And it's like, well, do you not know that you may really be shitty on the first week of doing something?
Yeah,
You ain't
yeah.
got no worth.
No,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
Like that. Yeah,
Like-
that. Yeah, and it's crazy is so it's a guy. His name Ty. Shout out my boy Ty. He got
Shout
a
out
brand.
Ty.
He got a brand called Hoes Mad, right?
Mm.
I don't know if you've seen it. It's a lot of the rappers be wearing it. And
Okay.
He out in Cali, and I used to work at Blackburn, right? So after I quit, one day I went in there and try to go to open gym and hoop.
Mm.
And like we had got a new they had got a new supervisor, so he ain't know me. So he was trying to charge me. Dude, I'm like, yo, I used to work here. Like, what's up? It's like, I mean,
Grandfathered in.
yeah.
Let me in.
Yeah, so he's like, no, what you should have stayed. Like, and then back then I was doing you feel me? Like he ain't know me at all. So like back then I was making these hoodies. It just said entrepreneur on it and it had the definite. It looked like the dictionary, like a dictionary part of it. So
Okay.
so he seen the hoodie and he was like, yo, what you do? So I customize shoes, bam, bam, bam. He's like, oh man, my son, he out in Cali, like he love this type of stuff. Like he hang with a lot of like the rappers and stuff like that. Like You should get in touch with him. She gave me his page and stuff. You know, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, cause he named the big Jones, like he named Chris Brown, Trey Songz. I'm like, all right.
Cat.
From
Columbus. Bro, why you working here if your son know that? Like, what you talking
Yeah,
about?
so I go with his page. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, cool.
He
So
wasn't a liar.
no, he wasn't.
Yeah.
So I DM him, you know, and let him know like, yo, I met your dad, and he told me hit you up because you know. And I was like, look, just let me know your size and what you want done. You ain't gotta pay for this, bro. I just want my stuff seen out in Cali.
Man.
So he responded, bam, bam. We got the stuff done. I did them. I did like some Bape customs.
Okay.
Sent them out to him. I sent him a picture first. So once I sent the picture, he FaceTime like, hey, yo, fam. Nah, these, hey, yo, you went crazy. Bro. Like, yo, all right, hey, from now on, man, look, you, whenever I get some customs from you, I'm paying you, yo, like, cause you ain't have to do that.
Yeah.
So from doing that, and that was late 2019. So I was about to do some shoots for him for Rolling Loud.
Wow.
I was like, oh, hey, yo, what? Rolling? I'm about to ask some kicks at Rolling Loud. Then COVID happened.
Dang.
But like I said that to say, but like I ended up doing like 4 or 5 pair of shoes for him, and he really like just that one part, that one decision for me to be like, yo, it's not about the money. Like
Mhm.
I just want my stuff seen.
Yeah.
'Cause at the end of the day, art is art. You really can't put a price on art. So it's like I just want to see it seen at that point in time, man. Yeah, it didn't help. He did help me out a lot when it came to followers and different type of people that didn't follow me because they didn't seen my shoes on his feet type stuff.
So your work spoke for itself.
Yeah,
Like, and like you said, you wasn't thinking about, and it goes back to what Jamal was saying, you wasn't thinking about the outcome of how much you wanted to get paid.
right.
Like, you was thinking about the process of
Mhm.
it, knowing, especially like going into the art form of things, like you said, you can't put a price on it. So how can you say I'm worth $1,000 when nobody really saw you?
Yeah,
And the whole point about being an artist in any genre of art is being seen. And that's where you gain
Yes.
your popularity.
that's it. That's
And-
all it be.
And that's the thing, like, you know, with me, I'm a barber in the city, and I'm going on, I want to say September is 10 years of me cutting hair.
clap it up for that.
You know,
That's
we
clap
gotta-
it up for that. We need that one. That's
Alright,
like
we
an
got it.
anniversary.
But yeah, so, you know, and
September when? Come on,
I don't know. I really don't know.
that'd be crazy because my birthday's September. So I was like,
Okay.
When's your birthday?
yeah, 9/11.
Ah,
Lord.
okay.
Hey, the
Dang.
fact that you use that though.
Oh, shit. My bad.
With PSA announcement, we do apologize
Damn.
for any.
Hey, they weren't labeled. I just
by
pressed,
that.
you
It
know?
was an accident, unfortunately.
But nah, like on a serious note, like what I've learned is because throughout the journey, I've just always known like people really don't give two shits about you when you
Man.
are when you're an entrepreneur. They really don't. Like, and for you, it's just like the person that, you know, they food may be shitty, but they make a Facebook post saying $20 dinners. And you get a free bag of Doritos. You like,
Not the
who the fuck
Doritos.
does this person think that they talking to?
They selling walking tacos.
Hey, bro.
Walking tacos, $25.
Hey,
Extra meat.
Premier meat,
hey, yo.
premium meat.
There you go.
Sliced cheese. You like, come on, bruh.
I be seeing that.
Yeah, we all done seen it. But
yeah,
you know,
sad.
with me being a barber, especially in the beginning, like it was so important to get my art out there.
Mhm.
yeah,
Giving the free haircuts.
Mhm.
Like my whole thing in the beginning was like, okay, I just gotta know. I may not give you the best fade, but for sure I can't push your lineup back. I know how it feels if you are a barber and you out here pushing
Man,
people's lineup back.
talk real,
People never say, bro, that dude gave me the shittiest fade.
man.
But he will say,
Yeah,
he done fucked my lineup.
Man, be looking in the mirror,
You were like,
turning your head sideways, like
seeing that new girl, you like, oh.
and it's different for barbers. You know, people They don't like to go to different barbers like
Hell
that.
no.
Nah,
You mess
nah.
up, boy. You mess up.
It's
You know?
chop.
Yeah.
I always say we more important than your shorty,
You what?
your wife,
I'm telling
and maybe your pastor.
you. That's what.
Because it's real shit.
I've been going to my barbers out 9.
Mhm.
Man,
Like it's like
that's a
that.
life journey.
Sure. Like
Man.
I'm just like, hey, yo, the barbers, y'all mean a lot to us.
I mean, we make or break. You know what I mean? We make or break.
Yo,
And I always say, like, you know, like with the fellas, we don't really get much. You know, like the haircut is like the icing on the cake.
That's it.
We work, we sleep, we have our little fun and stuff, but we will be a complete different person if we have a nice haircut.
Hey, yo,
Them edges,
you should have seen.
straight
Nah,
lines.
y'all would have seen a whole different person if I didn't get my hair cut.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, so
Man.
I ain't have a haircut for 6 months.
Man, looks
So
like
it
he was
was-
in the cave training
Yeah.
for the
I was
next
just-
Street Fighter.
I was just locked in though, but
So you was Will Smith's Emancipation.
worse.
Nah, worse,
Nah,
bro.
Worse?
Listen,
No.
Jamal, bro, that
No,
that
my hair
afro
was.
was
Nah, yeah, I had a fro.
this man was like the mini Gordon Blue.
I ain't even gonna put you out there. I ain't gonna put you out there, you know, say like, well, you know, send me a picture. Let me put the picture up there. Let everybody be in the comment section. I ain't gonna do that to you. But no, that's real. Like that's real shit though, because it's like you got the haircut where it's like, man, I've been grinding.
Yeah,
Then you got the haircut like, man, I haven't found a barber,
Mhm.
and my last barber had me like this.
Yeah.
Like that's just so crazy. Like
Yeah, I
For-
couldn't come in here and
it's
look
sad,
homeless.
bro. You can't.
I ain't want to come in here and look homeless. I was like, hey man, I really didn't want to get a cut because I really just been so locked in. I really didn't care. I ain't been going nowhere. I'm either at my shop, at the print shop, or I'm at the house painting. I ain't been going nowhere.
Mhm.
So I was like, I can't be in here talking business, looking homeless, man. Like,
That is
didn't
true.
get a cut.
Hey, you want to know the crazy thing though? And I'm not trying to pull a prejudice card or a race card,
Uh-oh.
but a white man could not have his hair done and still be looked at as representable.
Yeah.
But a black man, if he don't have no sharp lining, his beard not done, his mustache, his hair is hanging over his lip and shit,
Different.
his hair not combed or brushed, or even no type of moisturize within the hair, he gets no respect.
No.
We look at him as homeless.
That's
Like in a barbershop, you know, the person that's trying to sell some shit that you know damn well they done stole some shit.
Yeah.
No, we okay. Bro, I'm trying to be on a podcast.
box.
No, we okay.
Yeah, you feel me?
Motherfucker try to be in here stealing.
Hey, imagine Meech walking up to the door and we ain't recognize him. when he
knock,
come
knock.
up, like,
What's you, yo, for real.
I told him to send me a picture for promotion, but damn.
Look, hold up. I got it for you. Hold up.
Like
This is-
real
hold
talk.
up.
man.
This is the video. This was me a couple days ago.
Oh shit.
Man, I told you that man was on his life journey. He was in there meditating. He
I'm about to show y'all this tutorial, guys.
opened up his third eye.
Like,
Yeah,
man,
bro.
so you know we're in 2023.
Mhm,
You're what is that? 6 years in the game.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
How important is it to scale your brand? How important is it to promote the shit, knowing that no one's going to put the promotion in unless they see you doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very important. And actually, guess it goes back to the beginning when we talk about mental health.
Mm.
I had got to the point where it's like I felt like I'm getting way better, right?
Mhm.
But it's something's not connecting.
Mhm.
I'm like, why is like I'm not getting the not respect, but like the
The
type
traction?
of client, yeah, like that I really
Yeah.
feel like I should, right? And I stopped posting.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure you used to see me post every day, Facebook, shoot, like I stopped posting.
Dang.
Yeah, they took your ass off my
Damn.
feed.
You feel me?
It
Like,
was like,
yeah, like,
damn.
and it's crazy. Like, when I see that, and then if you don't stay consistent with that, like with posting and stuff like that, and promoting yourself, you won't
For
be
sure.
seen.
They'll take
feel
you
me?
out the
So,
algorithm.
yeah, so it's very important to promote yourself and Like, especially when I first started, I would definitely wear them. I'm wearing the shoes that I customize, like just to so people like, yo, like I wear them to the big event. I'm wearing them to the mall. I wear them to like a big state game or something like that. They be like, hey, yo, where you? Oh yeah, I did it. Oh yeah, man. What's your Instagram? Blah, blah, blah. Like,
Mhm.
it's very important to definitely promote because if you don't, you will get lost in the sauce. Like you won't. They will not be able to see you, and it's
And
crazy.
That's crazy.
So, what social media platforms have you found, work for you?
Instagram and Facebook,
Mhm.
and but Facebook, it's crazy because like it's a different following on both. Like I went viral a couple times on Facebook.
Okay.
I never went viral. I didn't got a whole bunch of likes and stuff on some kicks, but I never went viral. Like I done did a pair of shoes and posted them on Facebook. Got 2,200 shares and
Mhm.
900 likes in the first day.
Man.
And I post that same shoe on Instagram that same day. It get like nine, like it probably get like 100 likes. Then it's like, wait, it's the same shoe. What's the difference?
Mhm.
But I mainly do Instagram and Facebook for sure.
Now, let me ask you a question since you were talking about likes. Does it ever get to you when,
Yes.
okay,
Man, you took the question out of my mouth because I was gonna. Man.
Yes,
because
but
I know that messes up people's head
Yeah. Yeah.
and their psyche like I've done put all that work into this.
Mhm,
Now the last thing I have to do is to post.
mhm.
And then it's like, damn, I got 5 likes.
Yeah.
And then you see social media have the nerve to ask you if you want to
Boost.
your post.
Yeah.
I gotta spend money for to really like my.
Like it, man.
That's crazy.
They got term for that. I was looking at because we went to Creed 3 and I was looking
Yeah.
at the behind the scenes and they call it when Adonis first came out, he had imposter syndrome. And I think that's something that you was touched on a little bit, Meech, when you was saying like you was putting it out there
Mhm.
and you had that effect of like, why isn't it happening for me? Like, so did you think about, and the imposter syndrome, if I remember correctly, is like you're good, but then you went through that moment of doubting yourself. Did you
Yeah.
go through that during
Yeah.
that time?
And I guess it stems from so like 2021, summer 2021. I ended up getting a motorcycle in 2020. I was making bank and stuff. I'm like, yeah, it's time to get a bike now. Like it's time to get a bike. I got a bike 2021. I wrecked
Ooh.
and I fractured my knuckle. So this knuckle was back here.
Ooh.
And all this was just white meat, shoulder, all that stuff.
Man.
And got to the hospital and like I'm just like, yo, I didn't even know it was this bad. Like what the heck? But they didn't even know that my hand was messed up. So a week go by, the swelling in my hand go down. I'm like, oh wait, hold up. Look at this. So went to go get that checked out, end up having to get surgery. And it's my first time ever having surgery. First time ever breaking anything. I didn't play basketball my whole life. Never had surgery, never tore any, nothing like that. So I'm terrified. Like having to go under the needle and then like, they put you under. I'm like, hey, yo, what is this? Like I think I booked a trip to Clearwater Beach just because I was scared. Like I had surgery on Friday morning. I booked a trip to leave Tuesday morning, and I came back Thursday afternoon just to get away real quick because my mental, I was all messed up. So that started that. And then that heal a month later, I'm back. I started to try to get back into hooping. Broke my thumb.
Man.
This is all on my right hand, too, my working hand. So I go back in for my last post-op for my pinky, and I'm like, yo, can y'all check my thumb out? I feel like, it might be messed up. I mean, I pretty much figured it was. I mean, I went to school for physical therapy, so I pretty much knew it was like broken.
Mhm.
I just didn't want to hear it.
Yeah.
So like he came in and told me that, and then he told me I had to get surgery. Then he told me, like, yo, more like you're going to have a cast on for 6 to 8 weeks. Never had a cast on. Man, I called my mentor almost crying, like, yo, bruh, I gotta get surgery again. And then at that point, I was about to do some more kicks for Ty. And actually I did some kicks for him, man. I seen him on it was on the flight with Soldier Boy. Private jet flight, right? So I see he wearing my shoes, and I'm like, oh, this is crazy. Like, Soulja Boy used to be a thing back then, so that's all I used to watch back then. So I'm like, yo, that's crazy. I get a call from like, yo, bro, I need you to make them shoes again. I'm like, what's up? Like, Soldier need a pair. I'm like, oh shit. So now I'm about to do a pair for Soldier Boy. I'm like, oh, this might be the one. Broke my thumb. Couldn't even do it. So from that point, my mental was very low. So then with that, like, I couldn't work for like 3-4 months. Depleted all my savings. So I'm just like mental low. I want to say the first I did a canvas painting. It was the Joker. Put on a happy face. I just spray painted that bam with my stitches still in my hand. And like that's just how I was feeling at the moment. Because like with people who work a regular 9 to 5, yeah, you get injured, yeah, they'll pay you some of your check.
Workers' comp.
Yeah. But like
comp.
but like I ain't had that. And shoot, yeah, I have support, but I'm dealing with this every night by myself. Like, hey, damn, bro, like, shit, did I lose all my clientele? Am I gonna lose all my clientele from this? Will I have to start working again? Like,
Man,
it was crazy. For real.
Man, I actually felt that way when I had COVID twice.
Oh shit.
The first time I was out for like 3 to 4 days. The second time I was out for 11. And one thing I noticed with being a barber, clients and customers, the majority of them do not care about you being sick. Like,
No,
I would be.
robots.
I'm
We're
like,
not human.
no,
We're not human.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold on.
We at
Like,
service.
I'm like, man, I got COVID. Well, I hope you feel better. When you think you coming back? When?
When?
I'm out here hotboxing, bro. I got everything but diarrhea. Like, come on. Can we keep it a butt?
That's how that be.
And then it's like, because I hate the fact that at times I have to explain myself on why I should be getting some type of sympathy. Like, I got to be on the deathbed for me to get sympathy. It is insane.
That is
It's
so.
one of those
I've never
explanations
thought about
go,
that.
bro. Like,
Like,
how walk me through that.
I didn't even notice it in my love life. I'm like, shit. I can't just be sore from work. My ankle got hurt. Like, you like, what the hell? I just can't get a rub down.
Yo,
I gotta done pulled some shit.
Man,
Like, you like, man, like,
when I went
you
through that
Superman,
wreck,
bro.
when I went through that wreck, that I know what you mean.
that's when you start
I'm
getting
like-
some care. Like,
I'm getting all these things, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, yo, where does this be at when I'm actually painting, yo?
I just told you I did 35 of those things.
You feel me?
I've been up 24
they
hours.
And with them, I try to go up on the price because I was getting tired of doing them shit.
Mhm.
And they still start, oh, yeah, cool. I'm like, God.
They still was coming in.
My mentor called me every day, like, yo, what you up to? What you think, bro? Bitch doing them Ben and Jerry's, bro. I'm like, man, I don't do these no more. And he like, I mean, hey, this what you? I was like, nah, this ain't the one. This ain't what I wanted. Like,
And that's the interesting thing, though, because it's like, I think every entrepreneur's dream is to be booking busy.
Yeah,
But boy, let me tell you,
till you get it.
when you get there and you like,
it's a different story, bro.
because we can't call off. We can't call HR. We can't be like,
Uh-uh.
I'm not feeling good today. That's okay. We'll use PTO. You got some holiday pay.
Ain't nobody taking your spot. or nothing
Like, you be
that,
like,
bro.
dang, like, I really got to show up.
And
Like,
then, like say I got a deadline to meet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And something in the family or something like that happen. Like say I just had a death. One of my friends had just passed away like a month ago, right?
Mm.
And I was doing some, I had to do some cleats, and I just wasn't in the mood to do it.
Yeah.
And like bros hit me like, yo, bro, like, what's up, bro? Just send me my money back, bro. Like, I know you see me right, and you like, what's up with it? Like, bro, need my money by this time. Man, I'm like, hey, yo, fam, one, you ain't even gotta come like that, man. I got stuff going on. Like, I'm gonna get your shoes done, yo. But like, and it's like they really people dehumanize entrepreneurs a lot.
For sure.
I'm like, yo, can I get some time, yo? Like to myself.
Yeah.
Like, I got you. But let me get some time. I need some time to myself too, yo.
They
Cause
forget.
like he gotta hear, like, yo, I just lost one of my friends. Then it's like, my bad, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when you ready,
Yeah.
when your mind right,
Yeah.
just let me know when my stuff is done, bro.
Yeah.
But like I said, bro, my bad. Like,
It's like, oh, now it's my.
oh, now it's a good time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You healed? Oh,
You feel me?
cool.
And, I mean, and that client, it was something that I really wanted to get done too, because I mean,
Mhm.
it was some cleats for an Alabama player.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I want to get this for sure. But it's like, yo, sometimes life happens,
Yeah.
and like I can't control it, yo. Like for sure, like I'm human, like that. So that I know how you feel when it comes to that stuff for sure.
Man, something that I struggle with is that, and this may just be the longevity of my career, is that I think consistency is the hardest thing for me.
Mhm.
Like,
Hmm.
I've been doing it for so long. I would say that I am a very consistent person in my line of work,
Mm-hmm.
but when you using your hand and your mind, you have to be 110% every
You gotta be
single
sharp.
day.
Yeah.
Like, it's not about being perfect, and I had to learn that a couple years ago. It's not about being perfect, but it's about being consistent.
Yeah.
And
That's a hard one for me.
you know, there's moments where like where I may even be working, or I get done with my work day, and I'm just like, today wasn't it.
Mm.
Like, today wasn't it, and I don't know what it was, because I'm like, I did the same shit yesterday, the day before, years ago.
Mm-hmm.
How is it? I don't want y'all to feel like I was crying. It just something went in my throat. Because I heard I heard the note kind of get a little up.
Getting the frog in your
Yeah.
throat, bro. Like,
But yeah, like, you know, you're like, damn, like, what happened? Like, there's a lot of times where I have to get re-inspired by watching somebody on YouTube. I have to get re-inspired by going on the explore page, seeing what people are doing, like what's the trending type things, like, because it's so easy to get comfortable. Like, when you get to that place, and it's not even the top place, when you see money coming in, you see people booking, you see people crying and arguing about the availability, all that shit, you like damn, I'm doing this. Like, for me, like, I was talking about this in the shop this week. I've been legally cutting for almost 4 years, and I've never been a booked out barber. Wow. But I've crushed all the numbers. So now I'm even thinking, like, damn, do I truly even want to be a booked out barber? Because it's like, yeah, the money is nice, but what does that booked out look like, and what does it come with?
Yeah. I definitely had that talk with myself. I want to say like, right, it was 2021. Yeah, early 2021. So basically, me and my uncle was having a talk. So like, every year, I would count like how many shoes I did that year. So it gradually went up, and by 2020, I was like at 350, 360 for that year, right? So he like, I'm like, yo, uncle, like, I want to get to this amount of money next year, but I'm trying to figure out how I want to do it. So he like, hey man, why don't you try to do like 500 pairs? And he was like, It's like, but I was like, yo, that's crazy. Like, what? What are you talking about? So he was like, it's like, nah, like, should try that because you're doing a lot. You'll be doing a lot of shoes, so you're getting a lot of training.
Mm-hmm.
You'll learn like you going mess up. You going to find some new techniques. You going to
Yeah.
hone in on your craft, and you're gonna be making money. I was like, at the time that night, I'm telling you, I was just telling like, you crazy? Like, nah, that ain't it. So then I stepped away, went home, thought on it. I was like, I mean, I guess that's doable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, I mean, it's doable. Like, you can do like 25 pairs in a month and go up from there. Like, that's doable. So when the new year hit, I hopped right on it. I had like 27 pairs that the first month, January. I had like 24 second month. Then I went back up to 26. And then I was just like, this ain't how I want to do it. Like it's a lot. This is a lot of work, and I have to. And I'm like you said, I'm using my head, my mental, and my hands all the time. Like you really gotta be like, I gotta be like concentrated. I gotta
Yeah.
concentrate and focus for a long period of times at times. So it's like I just start thinking like, all right, yo, how do I really want to do this? So it's a dude that I follow. His name Mosh. He like the Michael Jordan of this custom stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at his path because I've been following him even before I started customizing shit. I was following him when LeBron first went to Miami, right? I seen him. He did some custom LeBrons for LeBron. They like some Iron Man joints, and that's when I started following. It was probably like '09. So like I've been watching his journey and seeing like, all right, he don't he don't have to do a whole bunch because for one he charged more.
Mm-hmm.
But when you don't have to do a whole bunch of work, you could hone in on that one project and put a lot of your effort into that. So I start thinking like, yo, it's quality over quantity for me.
Yes.
Mhm.
And like that's also why I stopped posting as often because I stopped taking a lot of orders.
Mhm.
It's because I just wanted to really get better at my craft and like really be able to focus on this one thing.
Right.
Because like with him, man, that dude, man, he said he started off at 2,500,
Man,
and his waiting list is 6 months.
man.
And,
So
and the
so
average
he's
person would be
getting it.
like, for some shoes.
Yeah,
You feel me?
Yeah,
This nigga
But-
just sent me
but
You feel me?
yeah,
And
it's
like
on the tier he going.
he didn't put 16 hours in it,
Yeah,
and this ain't something like. And when I always tell people, it's like when they always complain about the price, I was like, and I say this to my friends, but I'm like, yo, where you work at?
Mhm.
Oh, you work here, right? All right, bet. I can go to your job tomorrow and be able to do what you can do at your job tomorrow.
mm-hmm.
You're not gonna be able to pick up a brush and to do exactly what I could do tomorrow.
Fact.
Yeah.
So there's a reason why the price is like that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mhm.
That's what I be saying though.
That's a fact.
But yeah, that's
And
how I
that's
look
a
at it.
go ahead, Meech.
Nah, you good, bro.
Demetrius, my bad.
yeah. Hold
Yo,
on.
you yeah.
But it sounds like definitely going back to both of y'all, what y'all was saying with the mastery and honing into y'all skill with which y'all both are in different professions. Like, and y'all both still go on to where people think you mastered it. Like you're a barber 10 years. Oh, he's a good barber. Like you're doing shoes. What more can you do with painting the brush? Me being in the acting career, and we talked about that perfectionism situation. I have to go in and do auditions. And for my mindset, I feel like I have to go and be perfect every single time. So, and I can go back into my brain where there may be times where, like you said, you have a day where you're like, this ain't it. For me, I have a moment where I'm like, dang, maybe I could have did this a little bit differently. Or maybe I could have said this a little bit differently. For you, Meech, and if you want to chime in too as well, Jamal, do you have those moments in your professions where you're like, dang, maybe I should have cut hair a little bit different this way, or maybe I should have did a different design on my shoe?
Pretty much every time I do a shoe, I think like that. And sometimes I may think the design is ugly. Like I may
Man.
think I did a terrible job, and I'll be scared to give it to them. And then they like, "Oh, these is crazy." I'm like, "Really?
Be like,
Really? Okay,
whew.
all
Man.
right, yeah, okay, bet." And then, but that makes me want to even be more focused on do the next shoe because it's like I don't want to have that feeling.
Mhm.
I mean, 6 years of doing it, I still have that feeling every time.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, but I don't even want to see this picture. He might be, even though I know they good shoes, but I'm like, he may not like them. Like they may not like. Yeah, it's like the pressure is crazy. So yeah, I definitely be feeling that way. Pretty much every shoe.
See, I think when you're in an artist space, that it's never going to leave because there's no such thing as perfection.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I say that is because you're at the hands of the people.
Hmm.
So me going on 10 years, you being 6 years in the game, it does not matter where we're at. It's all up to what the person thinks about our work.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's a good feeling when the majority of the people are in love with your work.
Yes.
But you will have that small percentage, or it could even be 1 to 2 people that doesn't like what you do.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It could be
It
a
is.
customer.
Yeah.
It could be somebody from far, social media. You know, it could be a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I still get that.
Because the thing is this, sadly, which I don't personally believe, in today's society, everybody's opinion is valued. Everybody's opinion is valued. And, you know, for me in barbering, like Meech said, it's every day. Like, people could have that debate and be like, oh, Jamal's one of the best barbers in the city or the best barber in the city. I don't say that shit personally
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want to be the top.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The top
don't.
comes with too
That's
much
a
shit
lot
to
of
ask.
Stress.
Like, because this is the thing. What people don't understand is when you are the best at something, and it even goes into sports, but when you are the best at something, the moment when you are not the best, say a game, say a haircut, say a painting or a sneaker customization, now they pull you back down.
Mm.
The person at the top cannot do any type of wrong.
Yeah.
I was at Benny Hanna's yesterday, and I was served by what we thought was the head chef.
Yeah.
And he made a valid point. He said, I had the opportunity to be the head chef.
Mhm.
But for everybody under me that fucks up, I'm the person that's getting reported to.
Mm.
Man.
He said, so I decided to take the second head chef. And I felt him on that because it's like, you'll never be the best at whatever it is.
Yeah.
Even, you know, I'm a Kobe fan. I think the majority of people in Columbus are Bron fans, where there's the argument of Bron is better than Kobe, Bron is better than Jordan. And the comparison is by numbers,
Man.
where even now the needle is being moved because we'll have the argument, well, he did it in an easier league, he did it against easier opponents. But one thing you can't argue is just the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, like I've been on my online booking for almost 4 years.
Mhm.
I've done over 8,000 haircuts. 8,000.
That's a number, bro.
Oh
Like
my god.
8,000.
Yeah, carpal tunnel.
Man, that's all I was like, that's man.
I
You
wanted
need massages every day on that wrist, man.
And that's one thing I wanted to touch on too. Like the scariest thing with an artist is us losing our hands.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Like
And I lost them for 4 months.
it's very scary. Like I went through a period where every single day the ligaments in my hands are on fire.
Yeah.
To the point, this was my first time investing into like CBD oil, putting like muscle relaxers on my hands and stuff,
Mhm.
and like my fingers, because that shit was insane. And just like, you know, within my personal life, Like, yeah, barbers make hella money if you do it right.
Do it right.
Artists make hella money if you do it right. But at the end of the day, you're not the only one that is the artist.
Right.
People have the choice to select who they want to be serviced by. So, in a way, you do have to be a perfectionist, but you have to also give yourself grace with understanding that my job is only to give the customer what they want.
Mm-hmm.
That took me a long time to understand because it's like
I'm still trying to understand that.
social media can mess your mind up.
Oh my god.
How so?
Social media can mess your mind up because one, the likes, two, the viral aspect, the explore page, and I would probably say the comment section.
Man.
Like, I mean, it is what it is. Like, when you get in this entrepreneurial shit, you got to understand and respect that you signing up for the good and you signing up for the bad. You signing up for understanding that I may not make money this week, this year, this month, 3 months from now, but if I stay the course, it's gonna come. And it may not even be the type of money you want. Like, you know, in my industry, everybody wants to be like the 6-figure barber. It's barbers that will only have maybe like a year or two of experience, which is basically off of the barber school aspect, and be like, I'm about to come out here and charge $40. Because with $40, you still could be a 6-figure barber. If you do the numbers, you know, you cut certain amount of people a day, you could be a 6-figure barber. But you haven't put the work in. But then if it's somebody, me telling you, like, you know, I've been in this game for almost 10 years and I'm telling you, I ain't trying to scold you or anything, but, you know, a lot of guys, I'm speaking for the fellas at this moment. I can't speak for no women. So we leaving them alone. But they always feel like you trying to big bro them.
Yeah.
And that's the conversation we don't have. Like, it's like,
conversation a lot.
it's like, I'm not trying to big bro you. You have to understand you got to put this work in. Like, I don't care if you are an athlete, an artist, a barber, whatever, a drug dealer, whatever. It don't matter. The person, when they at that height, they have put the work in.
Yeah.
I don't care how you look at their lifestyle. They've put the work in. So if you in the same type of industry that they in, and you want to get there, you cannot cut corners. You really can't cut corners.
Yeah.
And when you do, the person that usually cuts the corners is the person that bitches the most when shit don't happen.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Like I tell people every time, when you sign up for an entrepreneur thing, you have to understand that the work that you put in today, this week, next month, and maybe this year is why you're at the place you're at the next year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't bitch and moan to people. You can't be like how a lot of people on Facebook, you know, from our community is like, they don't support black people. They don't support black businesses. And it's like, you haven't put the work in.
You gotta think about the journey in between. There's
You know what I'm saying?
in between. It's not a movie.
Yeah.
Got it.
Like there's years in between that.
You plug up your video game, your favorite video game that got a story mode to it. You cannot even skip to the end. You can't skip to the end.
Yeah.
You got people putting in 82 hours of Hogwarts Legacy.
Yo,
Man.
that's
I
crazy.
ain't gonna lie.
I saw the numbers, bro. It's like 42 million hours in that game so far.
Hey.
They
That
put in
shit
the
is
work.
crazy.
Hey, that
put in
game
the
dope
work.
though. I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I mean,
It's-
I mean, that's just
it's-
crazy, though.
it's-
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. That,
But that goes back to the social media game nowadays. Everybody
Sure.
thinks that it's right there in your face, right? You can have anything in a matter of seconds. You can see anybody's life and think that it's right there in your face. And the
Yeah,
fairy tale stories, yeah, it happens to some people, especially with this viral aspect. But like, we don't live in a fairy tale land, bro.
yeah.
Like,
It's not
even-
gonna happen overnight.
Like, even with the podcast. Podcast is the new thing.
Yeah.
I started the podcast simply because I was watching podcasts.
Yeah.
And I had already had a camera and video background. So it was like, okay, cool. I think I could do this. Season 1 was a lot of bullshit. And we had a conversation about that.
Yeah.
Where we were like, in season 2, we got to work on how can we make an impact.
Mhm.
So with having guests, especially guests that look like us, especially guests that are around our age range, to actually take the time on a weekend to have a conversation with somebody for about an hour, get inspired, whether that's us getting inspired or our viewers or our listeners get inspired. We not out here talking about the entertainment bullshit because it don't serve us no purpose. We tried to do that in season 1.
Tried to catch the wave.
We tried to catch the wave. We sat here and understood that we were talking about something that we couldn't even personally relate to. And I think that's what a lot of people try to do. A lot of people try to step into things that it's not for them. It's not for you at all. But the fact you see somebody going viral, they making money, they shaking ass,
Man.
they making thousands a month off of OnlyFans, and you making $3.99.
Y'all ladies
Younger than us,
figured
too.
out how
Like,
not easy that
get
is.
you.
It ain't easy to just shake some ass and get some cash. Like,
I've been able to do that every day. Every day, that's a thing where I have to like, hey yo, stay in your own lane, bro.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane.
You got your own journey, like, cause that social media, that'll get you be like, dang, yo, how old is he? He got a Lambo.
Crazy.
He got a nice condo.
that they rented. They
Yeah.
rented the
You feel
Lambo
me?
for
Yeah,
a
it's
day.
like we don't know what's real or what's fake. So that's why like I'll be like, hey, yeah, nah. I just gotta take for what it is and just focus on what I need to focus on and really get to where I want to get to, how I want to get to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for
Absolutely.
sure.
Now, let me ask you one more question, man. Well, actually, I'm going to ask you two. What's some game you can give to the audience or somebody that, you know, they want to become a painter, they want to become a sneaker customizer, they want to become an entrepreneur? What is something that you can give them where it's like, we don't have to talk about the money? Like, because sometimes people will not do something because they're like, well, I don't have enough money for that.
Yeah.
So what's some game you can give to the people?
Yeah, what I always say is like if you can have an idea, right? And say you wanted to be this big, just nice, like say you have a clothing design. I mean, you have a clothing brand, trying to start a clothing line, and you want like the best fabric, the best quality hoodies and all that stuff like that, and you want the best designs, but you don't have the bread for that. So a lot of people, that discourage people from doing it. But I always say, well, you got to start from somewhere.
Right.
You could build up to that. I mean, I guess it go back to cutting corners, because it's like, for one, this ain't for everybody. This entrepreneur, this lifestyle is not for everybody, because you could have your family supporting you and everything, and you will still feel alone. And you could be up, and then something happen, and you to the very bottom.
Right.
And then like you gotta have that before you think about doing anything when it comes to the entrepreneur world. You gotta have that conversation with yourself, like, hey yo, there's a possibility that I will fail. Am I okay with that? And once you come to that conclusion, then it's like the sky's the limit, because you know, like, yeah, it's a possibility I could fail, but hey, I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I'm gonna keep going. So I always just say, like, yo, figure out what you want to do when it comes to this type of lifestyle, and just go for it. That's the hardest thing. Starting is the hardest thing.
Yeah.
It's like, because a lot of people be scared, and I understand. It's very scary. It's very scary. But like the satisfaction that I get, like when I go on the trip, and all the money that I done spent with, like, on this trip is made off of my own hand, my own risk. It's a different type of satisfaction. You don't even have to be rich to have that satisfaction. Just to know that my everyday lifestyle, putting gas in my car, that money is from my own risk. It's a different type of satisfaction. So I always say, like, yo, just have that conversation with yourself. And once you come to that conclusion, like, hey, yo, I'm not scared to fail, just go for it.
Man.
Because you don't know what can happen.
That's a fact, man.
Take
That's a
pride
fact.
in your work.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Sure. And get connections.
Yeah, because
Hey,
the network is
Get
everything.
connections.
Network is
Get connections. Because
Yeah.
yeah, my mentor, I met my mentor And it's crazy because like when you just try to go for it and just stay in your lane and stay focused, stuff will just fall in your lap.
Mm-hmm.
It's like situations, opportunities. Like I started back. I used to skate. I skated when I was younger. Took off 10 years because I was started hooping. Hooping was the love of my life.
Mm.
Got back to skating once I got done hooping. So by like 2018, 2019, and somehow I met my mentor there at the skate rink. You feel me?
Wow.
And like he ended up being cool with my aunt because my aunt skates. And the thing is, she got into skating because I gave her my old skates,
Mm.
which ended up helping me 10 years later meet my mentor. And now like we like brothers, and like I could call him for anything. And I mean you probably seen some of his work. B1,
Yeah.
does the hearts and stuff like yeah.
Yeah.
So like having that type of mentorship, and then now we have like a creative circle. So like if you could find people that think like you when it comes to this type of lifestyle, that's the best thing. Just finding people, just putting yourself in a circle of people that thinks like you.
Yep.
That's it.
It's a special thing.
That mentor thing sounds like it's a huge
Yo,
aspect of what y'all do.
I got
Sure.
Like what everybody does, not excluding myself, but yeah, a lot
Nah,
of
it
people
does.
are afraid
yeah,
to take that teacher or that approach of saying that, oh, I gotta look for somebody higher than me.
yeah. It's
Do it.
definitely like my airbrush. Right, I got it. It's called an Iwata airbrush. Right,
Uh-huh.
it's like 180 for just the
The gun?
just the gun.
Mm.
And I was like when I was going to the rink. This is for me and B got cool. I'll just pull up, showing what I'm working. Like when I see him, I'll show him what I'm working on for that day. And then it wasn't even me trying to get a relationship with him. I just knew he did art, so I just want to show him like what I was working on.
Mm.
It got to the point he like we was at the rink and I showed him some shoes. He's like, yo, you did this with your hand? I said, yeah. And I had an airbrush at the time, but it was like Amazon, like $20 type stuff. Like I went through like 10 of them in a year. So like he like, yo, what airbrush you use? I was like kosher or something. Yeah, I don't know. He's like, what? It's like, yeah, it's like the Amazon stuff. He said, oh, nah. Hey, yo, I got 2 Iwatas. Come to the crib. I'll give you one. I'm like, huh? What do you mean? you for real? Say, yeah, bro, pull up, man. I'll give you one. So then I pulled up a couple days later. It felt like the handing of the torch. Like he gave me the box. I grabbed it. As soon as I grabbed it, he like, yo, you gotta go up on your prices now, right? I'm like, yeah. I was scared though, but I was like, yeah, I know, yeah. And like him doing that, since that point, it's been a lot different. Like, cause he didn't help me meet people and all that stuff. So that mentorship is definitely a key thing in this stuff too, for sure.
So, well, we coming to a close. We didn't want to have you here too damn long,
Oh, yeah,
but we do
hey,
appreciate you coming out.
For
sure. Nah,
sure.
it's definitely cool. Good
Yeah,
vibes,
this was
man.
smooth. This was
Definitely
smooth.
good
Good
vibes.
vibes.
Yeah.
Good conversation.
I love to do this again.
For sure, man. For
Yeah, we'll
sure.
have to see get you a part 2.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
But that's it for us, guys. Appreciate you all listening. Appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. You can find us on Instagram, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, as well as Spotify. And make sure you guys give my man Meech Carr a follow. I'll put his information in the description box below. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.
Peace.
There you go with that. There you go with that.